Hey, welcome to English Talk Every Day. I'm Elena, and today I want to talk to you about something that might feel very personal. You understand English, you watch movies, you listen to podcasts, you follow YouTubers, you even understand fast conversations sometimes. But when it's your turn to speak, nothing comes out. Your brain freezes, your mouth feels heavy, your confidence disappears, and you think, what's wrong with me? If that's you, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this is happening and how to fix it. The silent struggle. Let me tell you something important. This problem is more common than you think. Millions of learners around the world understand English perfectly well, but cannot speak fluently. And the frustrating part? It feels unfair. You've spent years studying, years memorizing vocabulary, years learning grammar rules. So why can't you speak smoothly? Because understanding and speaking are two completely different skills, and nobody explains that clearly enough. Input versus output. Understanding English is called input. Speaking English is called output. Input is passive, output is active. Think of it like going to the gym. Watching workout videos doesn't build muscle. Lifting weights does. Listening builds familiarity. Speaking builds fluency. And most learners live almost entirely in input mode. You watch, you read, you listen. But you rarely speak out loud, so your brain becomes very good at recognizing English, but not producing it. That's the gap, and that gap is exactly why you feel stuck. The confidence collapse. Now let's talk about what happens emotionally. Imagine this. Someone asks you, so what do? You know the answer. You know the vocabulary, but your brain starts racing. Okay, how do I say this correctly? Is this grammar right? Is my pronunciation wrong? And suddenly, you panic. And when panic enters the room, fluency leaves. Your problem is not intelligence, it's pressure. Your brain goes into protection mode. It tries to avoid embarrassment. It tries to avoid mistakes. It tries to avoid judgment. And while it's protecting you, it blocks your words. The translation trap. There's another hidden enemy. Translation. Many learners still think in their native language first. Then they translate into English. But real conversations move fast. You don't have time to translate. So what happens? You pause too long, you hesitate, you lose confidence, and the other person moves on. Then you replay the conversation later and think, I knew what to say. Why didn't I say it? Because fluency cannot live inside translation. It lives inside thinking directly in English. And that's a trainable skill, the identity problem. You still see yourself as someone who is learning English, not someone who speaks English. That small difference changes everything. When you believe, I'm bad at speaking, your brain looks for proof. When you believe, I'm becoming more fluent, your brain looks for improvement. Your identity shapes your performance, and right now, your identity might be limiting you. Here's the good news. Everything I just described is fixable. You are not stuck. You are not incapable. You are simply untrained in one specific area, active speaking under pressure. And once you understand how to train that skill, everything changes. In the next part of this video, I'm going to break down exactly what is happening inside your brain during conversations and how to rewire it. Because once you remove hesitation, confidence starts building naturally. And this is where your transformation really begins. So now you understand something important. Your problem is not vocabulary. It's not grammar. It's not intelligence. It's how your brain reacts in real time. Let's go deeper. When someone speaks to you in English, your brain is doing three things at once. First, it's trying to understand the message. Second, it's trying to build a response. Third, it's checking for mistakes before you even open your mouth. That third step is where everything slows down. You don't hesitate because you don't know English. You hesitate because you are editing yourself while speaking. And editing kills flow. Think about children learning a language. They don't wait to be perfect. They don't analyze grammar rules. They don't panic about pronunciation. They just speak. That's why they improve so fast. Now think about yourself. You know more grammar than a child. You know more vocabulary than a child, but you speak less freely. Why? Because you are trying to protect your image. You want to sound intelligent. You want to sound fluent. You don't want to look foolish. So instead of focusing on communication, you focus on performance. And performance creates pressure. Pressure creates hesitation. Hesitation destroys fluency. It becomes a cycle. You hesitate. You feel embarrassed. You speak less. You lose confidence. You hesitate even more next time. This is what I call the silent fluency trap. Now here's something powerful. Fluency is not about speed. It's about comfort. Some people speak slowly but confidently, and they sound fluent. Fluency is emotional control, not just language ability. So the real question is not, how can I learn more English? The real question is, how can I feel safer speaking English? Because when your brain feels safe, it performs better. Let me explain something practical. When you understand English content, you are in passive mode. You are relaxed. No one expects anything from you. But speaking requires decision-making in real time. You must choose words quickly. You must organize thoughts quickly. And you must do it while someone is waiting for you. That waiting moment is what makes your brain nervous. Silence feels dangerous. So you rush, or you freeze, or you avoid speaking at all. Now imagine this instead. You accept small pauses. You accept simple sentences. You accept minor mistakes. Suddenly, pressure drops. When pressure drops, words flow more naturally. Most learners are not blocked by lack of English. They are blocked by fear of judgment. Let me ask you something honest. When you hear someone speaking broken English, what do you think? Do you think they are stupid? No, you think they are brave. You think they are trying. So why are you so harsh on yourself? Your accent is not your enemy. Your grammar mistakes are not your enemy. Your fear is. And fear loses power when you face it consistently. In the final part of this video, I'm going to give you a clear system, a daily structure, something practical you can actually follow. Not motivation, not theory, a real plan. Because once you shift from overthinking to structured action, your speaking will start changing faster than you expect. And this is where everything finally starts coming together. So now we've identified the real problem. It's not that you don't know English, it's that you haven't trained your brain to respond automatically. And automatic response is the secret to fluency. Let me show you how to build it in real life. Step 1, stop studying English like a subject. It's a communication tool. If you only treat it like grammar exercises, your brain stays in academic mode. But speaking requires real-life mode. Starting today, shift your mindset. Focus on what you said in English today. Output builds fluency. Step 2, the 5-5-5 daily speaking rule. It's simple and only takes 15 minutes. 5 minutes describing your day, 5 minutes reacting to media, and 5 minutes answering questions. Out loud. Because speaking is physical, your tongue needs practice, your brain needs speed. Your brain starts building shortcuts. It stops searching for words and starts predicting them. Step 3, build ready sentences. Prepare answers for common questions about your job and goals. Practice them until they feel natural, like a habit, not a robot. Confidence increases immediately. Step 4, eliminate translation. Slowly, connect new words to images, not your native language. Instead of translating, just imagine the feeling. Your brain remembers experiences faster than definitions. Step 5, normalize mistakes. Confident speakers keep talking anyway. Fluency is forward movement. Choose growth over perfection. Every time you speak, you vote for the identity of an English speaker. Fluency is earned quietly through consistent practice. Not talent, just practice. Imagine 6 months from now, responding naturally and clearly. That version of you is not far away. I challenge you. 15 minutes every day for the next 30 days. No excuses, just progress. I'm Elena. Keep talking, even when it's uncomfortable. That's where fluency begins. See you next time.